My name's Harold Walter. I'm an attorney with Offit Kurman. I practice primarily in complex business litigation, and I've been practicing law for more than 33 years. Hebrew Free Loan is a communal association that's been in existence here in Baltimore for more than 120 years. And its purpose is to make what are these days called microloans, usually to individuals who don't have access to be able to borrow money from any place else. And we make those loans interest-free. The board is made up of all volunteers. We have 2 part-time staffers who help run the office. But otherwise, the entire board is made up of volunteers, which means that any money that's donated to Hebrew Free Loan, virtually all of it goes to the charitable purpose, which in these days is a very important thing because people want to make sure that their charitable giving goes to the charity as opposed to administrative overhead. We have practically none, and we hope to keep it that way. The board is made up of people from all different walks of life. There are professionals, doctors, lawyers, accountants. There are business people, both large and small businesses. There are people who are retired. There are people who are young, people who are old, all of whom bring different experiences to the board. And that's one of the more exciting things about serving on the board is that you're presented with someone's set of problems, and each of us brings a different perspective to it. So you can help try and resolve those problems, and oftentimes, because of what we do making interest-free loans, at least part of the solution to the problem is making that person a loan. But oftentimes other parts of the solution are plugging that person into other resources that are available in the community, be they social services or counseling or business advice, things like that. And so being able to help people resolve those problems is very gratifying, and that's why I serve. Well, on any given Thursday night, which is when we meet, people come to us and ask for loans for a variety of different reasons. It's unpredictable. But there are common themes. For instance, sometimes folks will get behind on a BG&E bill and they'll be looking at a shut-off notice, or they may need repairs to their home, or they have an upcoming milestone event that they need some help in being able to celebrate. They may have educational needs, tuition. They may need money for books. We've had people come and borrow money to buy a musical instrument so that a child can learn how to play an instrument. It's completely variable, and that's again what makes it kind of exciting and different. You never know what someone is going to come in and need a little bit of money for. One of the other major themes, though, for Hebrew Free Loan is that we like to help people help themselves. So for instance, one of the things that we often lend money for is to help someone start a small business. One of the things that we talk about is 100 years ago, that loan may have been so that somebody could buy a push cart. Today, it's just as likely to be so somebody could buy a laptop and run their business through the internet. But being able to help people not only through a loan, but by being able to enable them to earn a living is what the board tries to do. Another example would be folks who may need, for instance, a used automobile in order to get to work. So you have a situation where you have somebody who has a job, but unless they have enough money to be able to buy a car to be able to get to the job, they can't start earning the money. We help them borrow the money by lending them the money so they can buy the car, and then they're able to pay us back because they're able to work. I'm not sure I can really identify a particular loan that was most gratifying, but some examples would be that we, for instance, assisted someone who needed a plane ticket in order to be able to visit an ailing parent who lived quite a distance from Baltimore. And so we were able to lend that person the money. They were able to go see the mom in that case before she passed. And again, the kind of gratification that you feel from being able to help somebody who had nowhere else to turn. I mean, for many of us, the easy solution would be to take out your credit card and charge the ticket and figure out how to pay it off over time. But if you don't have the financial wherewithal to even have a credit card, you don't have that option. And so we provided that person with an option. Another example is the fact that one of our board members was originally a borrower. He came to the board years before I started to serve with an idea for a small business. And the board made him a loan, his business became a success, and he eventually became a board member. That's very gratifying. Further, one of the things about making a loan as opposed to simply giving charity is that it enables the borrower to preserve their dignity, which is very important. We like to call it giving someone a hand up as opposed to a handout. And that enables that person to keep their dignity and repay the money. And when the money is repaid, we reloan it and circulate it back to help more people. And that's gratifying too.